Well, we're going to talk about student athlete graduation rates and the fact that that we rank as one of the top schools in the country in athlete graduation rates, and one of the top in GPAs for our conference, and maybe for the country as well. Overall, student athlete GPAs.
Yeah.
Realizing the women kind of weight it a little
bit.
Yeah, but
not too much though. Not too much. We're about 2.7 with the men. That's pretty good.
Oh, that is really good.
Yeah. So we're pleased about that. Yeah.
But overall, you must be really proud.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Everyone focuses on it. They know it's important. Our coaches know it's an important part of their job to work on the academics, and it's a major focus. At the same time, we have very good balance because we are obviously concerned about how we compete athletically. So, but we think we can do both. Yeah.
What does Ball State do that maybe other schools don't? What's our secret?
I think at Ball State we have a philosophy, and it permeates the whole department, that we want to have the same kind of commitment to academics that the institution does. So our coaches are involved in that, and they send the message down to our student athletes. I think on top of that, our coaches recruit student athletes that fit in with our philosophy of doing a good job academically.
I was going to say, you have to really go and recruit the right kind of student.
Absolutely. I think when our coaches look at recruits coming into this university, they realize that we place a great many demands on their student athletes academically as well as athletically. But they also know that we provide a very, very fine academic support system, not only for our students in general, but for our student athletes in particular. And we're very, very pleased about that. And that helps us meet the commitment of doing well academically.
When you say academic support system, what does that entail?
We have an academic support system that provides a variety of resources for our student athletes, and one of the things I think that we're very proud of is that we don't have our academic support system housed simply in athletics, that we're able to make use of the university resources, which are very broad. And I think at any time, whether we're talking about study tables, tutoring, supplemental instruction, all of those things that are available to our students in general, we really focus on and make use of for our athletic program.
You hear stories about maybe the majors who have their athletic program almost segregated from the university. All the resources and the help is all contained within a single area. Here it seems, maybe what you just said is, our athletes and whatever support and their existence on campus is really integrated within the entire university.
I think when you talk about athletes, student athletes, and what we want to provide for them on the collegiate level, we want to make sure that they're a part of the student body at the university, because they are, after all, students, and their graduation is extremely important to us. And so when we look at them, we try not to isolate them from the general student population, but we try and be a part of that, whether that be in how we provide our academic support systems, or how we provide experiences for our students on the community service level. All of those kinds of things, I think, are part of a philosophy that says athletics is a vital part of the university as a total package.
When we talk about the athletic program, we can't not talk about the 2 all-sports trophies we won last year. Talk about balance academically and athletically.
One of the things we're very pleased about is that we have provided great balance for our student athletes, in that we believe we can do all things well. We can be very successful athletically, as we have been in winning numerous Mid-American Conference championships, competing on the NCAA level, winning the all-sports trophies for both the men and the women. We do that along with providing a very balanced academic program, and as part of that 3-pronged program, we also involve our student athletes in community service projects as well.
So in winning the Reese and Jacoby trophies, what does the school have to do that?
I think when we look at what kind of program we want to offer for our student athletes, we want to offer a very broad-based program. We want to be able to say every sport that we offer is important to the total package, and that we're going to provide every sport the opportunity to be successful. And that will allow you to be good in every sport across the board. And I think that's important for us as an institution.
Nice glasses, by the way.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, those are really Nice glasses.
We're rolling out. Go ahead.
Okay.
Get a name.
Yeah, tell me your name and spell it for me so we make sure we spell it correctly.
Lowell Faison, Lowell, Faison, Faison.
And your year in school?
I'm a senior this year.
And from?
Norfolk, Virginia.
Okay. Tell me about coming from Virginia to Indiana and choosing Ball State. What made you choose Ball State?
Well, I came on an official visit for Ball State for a football scholarship, and I just fell in love with the campus. I was always told to pick a university that I could attend that not only could I play athletics, but if I wasn't no longer playing athletics, that I could just attend without an athletic scholarship or any grant or anything like that. So Ball State was a real nice place to visit. It wasn't too big, wasn't too small, and it just seemed like a good place to be.
When you finished your career now playing, and as far as playing football, right? Are you this?
I have one more year.
One more year.
Yes, sir.
Are you going to do it?
Yes, sir, I am.
Oh, we need you. We're counting on you. How have you been able to balance the demands the athletics puts on you and still keep your grades going?
Well, athletics is a stress reliever for me. I'm known to take 15 to 17 hours course load each year, and the athletics is a way to relieve a lot of stress from the classroom setting. And my coaches always keep a lot of class checks, and they also keep up with my grades. And we have academic advisors, Pam Regal and Linda Hall, that we meet with this at least once a month. So that's how I really basically keep up with my academic progress.
You have to take a lot of responsibility on yourself. It's not other people just staying on your tail, right?
Yes, it takes a lot of discipline, and it also takes time management. And that's something that they teach us from the day we step into Ball State, the time management program. And they also have a good academic program where they have the Learning Center, and you can just go for tutoring sessions anytime you want. How
have your grades been?
My grades have been excellent as far as high school. I was a BC student, now I'm a ABC student.
Bigger spread?
Yes, sir. Bigger spread. More A's in there.
What's your GPA?
I have currently 2.5 right now.
That's great.
Yes, sir.
That's great. Pro ball in your career?
That's something that is not in the. I'm not really looking at it as an option, but if it comes along, I'll take it.
Otherwise, what do you want to do after your football career is over?
After my football career, well, I want to go to massage therapy school for about a year. Then I would like to go to chiropractic school, become a chiropractor, get certified in personal training, do a little nutrition specialist work, helping people with nutrition and diet programs and workout programs. And as a hobby, bodybuild.
You're in pretty good shape, right?
Yes, sir, I am.
Yeah. I feel like a low body fat content.
Year round.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Unlike me, Ball State provides you with a lot of special programs to help. That made this place a special place to be?
It does make it a special place to be because they always promote academics first. And that's in most of the sports programs where the coaches' number one objective is to earn a Ball State degree. The second objective is to represent Ball State in a first-class manner. And the third is whatever sports team you're on is to hopefully win the MAC championship in that particular sport.
Great.
Exactly what I heard.
What's the difference between the physiological part of a bundle branch block and a pathological bundle branch block? Several of you got that right. Art, and from a pathological standpoint, you can that's generally a disease state that causes that bundle branch block. Other questions? Now while you're being interpreted that way. that question on final exam, for example, you'll make sure that you answer that completely all the way through instead of just talking about the QRS being blocked in one individual circuit.
But if we have that, you want us to mark it?
You'll ask her to put a thing at the top, and I'll give you credit for that. Just understand the same way over and over again. It's not something that just happens in an isolated situation. Other questions? Number 2, 3. Okay, answer to that left bundle branch block. That's the thing that we need to be most concerned about. Why do we need to be so concerned about left bundle branch block?
Tell me about Ball State's philosophy and yours as a coach, just philosophy between balancing academics and athletics at Ball State.
Well, we're very clear in our football program about what our objectives are. Number 1 is to earn a degree from Ball State University. Number 2 is to represent this university in a first-class manner. And number 3 is to win the Mid-American Conference Championship. So we feel like there is a balancing act, but it all starts with academics. We have a tremendous academic support system here within the university through University College, and Linda Hall, Pam Riegel, Lou Gillespie and advising, and they do a tremendous job with our athletes, and we certainly support them and follow that up on a weekly basis. But I think our athletes understand that the academics come first, that they need to make progress towards a degree and get their degree, because although football and our situation is very important to us, it's something that's going to come to an end, and their education is something that is going to stay with them a lifetime.
So when you go out and recruit athletes, you look for the kind of athlete that fits that kind of program that you run.
Well, without question. I think that that's one of the things in recruiting. You spend a lot of time is trying to get to know the individual and understand where they're coming from, what their goals are, what their dreams are. And if education is not part of their priority, then you're probably going to move on and find someone, because as we all know, the course of 4 or 5 years in getting your education, there's going to be some adversity, and you better be a goal-oriented individual where you want to get your degree and want to receive a quality education. Otherwise, you're going to kind of fall by the wayside. So we try to screen that out during the recruiting process.
Do you want to say anything about Lowell?
Yeah, talk about Lowell Faison, the kind of athlete and student he is, and what he brings to the program.
Well, we're very proud of Lowell Faison. I think he represents all in what you're looking for in a student athlete. He's bright, he's personable, he works very hard in the classroom as well as on the football field. He gets along well with the other members of the student body. He's involved in a lot of different organizations, and he's getting the most out of his education. So when he moves on from Ball State, I'm sure he's going to look back and realize it was a really quality time in his life.
Perfect. Very good. Perfect. Blythe, give me your name and spell it for me.
Okay, Blythe, B-L-Y-T-H-E, R-O-G-E-R-S.
And what year are you in school?
I'm a senior.
Okay. And you're in cross country?
Cross country and track.
Okay. You're from Muncie?
Muncie.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I got everything correct.
Right.
What made you choose Ball State?
There were a lot of factors that made me choose Ball State. Mostly the academics really pulled me in. I wanted to be in the honors college, and having the opportunity of just being able to study with a lot of people who were like me and with some great professors, that really pulled me. I definitely looked at the athletics, and Coach Parks gave me a lot of things to think about and to really try to decide whether or not I was going to go to this school or to another. Both the athletics and the academics kind of weighed on my decision.
So you brought, when you came to Ball State, you getting a little reflection?
I guess not. I thought it was the glare.
You sure it's not that one right there?
Here, go ahead.
Okay.
It's this one.
Oh.
Okay, got it.
So when you came, academics was your strong suit. Not that you weren't good athletically, because you were, but you had to learn a balance of the college life, of putting all that together. How difficult was that for you?
Balancing academics and athletics kind of was easy, and it was an easy transition because in high school I had to do the same thing, of course not to the same extent. I had to really manage time well, and really, I do homework. If I'm not running, I'm studying. And when I am running at the meets, I always bring homework. So I really just had to have to be disciplined in knowing that I chose to be an athlete, and so all my free time, I have to study most of the time.
What do you tell other students, athletes, to help them with their careers?
I've helped some other people by telling them just about how important it is to, when you go home, to just start studying, right away, to do homework. I've influenced the girls on my team to do homework at the meets, because I always crack the book open on the van on the way there and on the way back, and I think I've influenced some of the girls to do the same.
So you've really helped their GPAs. Huh?
I don't know that, but sometimes I'll give things that I do to help me study. I'll give as examples to other people, just because I know that I've found out what works for me, and maybe some other people haven't quite got the exact answer, and so I'll try to help.
The support system that is here at Ball State, has that been helpful to you?
Yes, it has. With the Honors College, it's amazing everything that they help me do. I've been able to do fellowships, and I'm going to be studying abroad next year, and everything that the Honors College has given me has just increased, not increased, but the Honors College has really helped me get a lot more out of the university than maybe I wouldn't have. And in the athletic department, everybody's really positive about academics, and the advisors are great. They really will help you out deciding what you need to do each semester. And even at study tables, I know you had to go when you were a freshman, and I think that helped, just realizing you were in college and you really had to study. So they support academics a great deal.
You've had a great career. You've done so very well. Have you now, is that out of your life now? Academics takes over? Career-wise takes over?
Yeah, career will definitely take over, especially when I'm done running. I'm not quite finished yet, so I'm still thinking about running, but I know that it's slowly becoming, the academic part is slowly becoming more important. It seems like every step I take, because I know that that's what's going to be out there in the future, and not so much the sport.
Is it going to be tough to leave it behind?
It'll be tough, and I will definitely miss the competition, but running is something I can do for my whole life. So I know that the actual running part will still be there. The team won't be, and that's definitely something that'll be a different, it'll be something different in my life, not having the support of the team and helping me just get through every day. But I think I'll be ready for the real world when it comes to me.
What does the real world hold? What are you going to be doing?
Well, I plan on maybe going to grad school. I'm not sure doing what, not sure where, but I've been looking into grad school, and really I've kind of got a liberal arts major, so I'm pretty open to almost anything.
You could be an astronaut?
Well, not so much, but I'm an English major, so I would like to write, and I'm not sure if that's writing for publications or if that's editing or doing something in that arena, but I'd like to be using my writing skills, and I'm a journalism minor, and so maybe some designing skills. So whatever's out there.
Is the great American novel in your future?
I'm not so much of a fiction writer, but I wouldn't put it past me. I might. I don't know.
Great. Yeah. Okay. Jason, tell me your name and spell it for me.
Jason Fehr, Jasonfehr.
And you're from where?
I'm from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada.
Could you spell Mississauga for me?
Sure. Mississauga.
Okay. And what year are you?
I'm a first-year grad student. I'll be in my senior season of playing.
Okay. This is it for you.
This is it. This is
Spring.
spring season, and when May hits, it's what comes next.
What brought you to Ball State?
When I came down on my recruiting visit, and I didn't really know a whole lot about Ball State, the first thing that struck me was that everyone was really friendly. It wasn't an atmosphere where people were like, who are you? It was a real friendly campus. People who, had no idea I just got introduced to were really, really great about just coming up and asking who I was and just talking to me. And I enjoyed the team. The guys on the team were really great, and the coaching staff. The campus was beautiful. So for me, that was a big draw.
You're completing your career here at Ball State athletically. How do you feel about that?
I've got a lot of things to accomplish this year, personally and as a team. We've got some high expectations, but I can see the light at the end of this tunnel that's been 5 years going.
Have you achieved what you thought you would achieve? Has it gone the way you wanted to?
It's had a lot of ups and downs through the time I've been here. I think I've achieved a lot of things that I didn't predict that I'd even see, and there's some other things too that I think that I still can achieve this year, and those are things that I look forward to getting to this year.
Academics and athletics, it's a big balance. It's a lot to ask of a student to do both, to play at the Division I level that you play at. How have you handled that?
It's been a challenge. It's been an adjustment through the 5 years I've been here. You know, I didn't compete my first year, and that gave me a chance to really straighten out my academics and realize that, you know, athletics doesn't last forever. You know, if I was the 1% that makes it after, yeah, it does, you know, last for a few more years, but eventually athletics is gonna end. And if you don't have something to fall back on, which is your academics, your degree, then, you know, you're gonna be lost. You'll end up on the street. So in that respect, I think I've learned a lot of lessons about academics and doing the best that I can in the classroom. You know, it may not always be an A, but it'll be the best that I can do, and that's a sense of accomplishment. That's what I think, and it's a skill. You know, it's just like anything I do in volleyball. It's a skill that I got to practice, got to constantly strive to perfect, and I think that Ball State's given me a great opportunity to learn some good lessons and to perfect that skill.
The support network they've provided for you, not only the coaching side, but the academic side, how has that worked into your benefit?
The coaches from day one have been really pro-academic, and it's a matter of, you know, be in class all the time, use the support networks there, the study table hours that are mandatory for us our freshman year, the learning center. We have laptop computers that we can sign out for when we go on the road for the weekend, which are all things that really contribute to having an academic atmosphere, even when we're with our team on a team event.
Well, if you're telling a future athlete who's thinking about coming to Ball State, what are you going to tell them?
I'm going to tell them that if they want a good balance of academics and athletics, a top athletic school with a strong, very strong academic programs, I see the balances right here at Ball State. There's so many great undergraduate and graduate programs here that people don't even realize, and with the addition of strong academic and athletic programs combined, this is the place to be, at least in my sport, and I think in a lot of other sports you'll hear the same things.